Oh, yeah, for the struts, yep. Okay. Okay. All right, well, good. Maybe we can do some business.
All right, guys, welcome back to the channel. Thanks for watching. Today, I'm going to show you a few things we're doing around the shop, but mainly I want to show you this firewall Jess has been working on it the last few days. Just want to go over how we do the firewall, how much weight difference the titanium is than the steel. Want to show you guys how we do our titanium firewalls, or actually how Jesse does them. I think this is Jesse. He got a haircut. His girlfriend watches the channel, and she insisted he had a haircut. Insisted he needed a haircut. So as you can see, he's trimmed up. He left early yesterday, so I couldn't do his video yesterday.
Yeah,
and
that's what it was.
Brandon got that. I think he got a manicure and a pedicure too. I'm not sure what he's got going.
Yeah.
Got his fingernails done and everything else. But all right. Anyways, a normal steel firewall weighs about 10 or 11 pounds, depending on how big it is, how far, you know, depends on a few things. But so
usually 10 plus pounds, probably somewhere around there.
So if you do them in titanium like this, it weighs about half of that. So you save about 5 or 6 pounds, which doesn't seem like a lot, but 5 pounds here and 5 pounds there definitely adds up. So
it's something on the car that's like really hard to change after it's built. Like, so if you build a full car and you got a steel firewall and you want to go back to titanium, it's a massive amount of work,
right,
to convert it to titanium.
Yeah, if you do it while the car's in new construction, it's not nearly as bad because we have to do the labor part of it anyways. So basically it's a material cost and maybe a little bit of labor, but it's not that big of a cost at the beginning. If you have to cut everything out, that's welded in, that's steel, and then do titanium, it's like you said, it's definitely a lot of work. Yeah. Jess, you'll complain about it, so you don't want to do that because you'll be upset. But explain to him why you do the way you do it. And you can see we don't use tabs. He drills and taps everything into the chassis.
Yeah, like there's approximately, I think, like just over 100 bolts that'll be in here. So if you convert that into the weight of tabs, which we'll show you on the scale in a minute, that comes to, and these are lightweight tabs, approximately a pound. This is 100 tabs right here. So that's just, I just counted what we had there. It's actually less holes than I have on this firewall, the titanium one. But this is how many tabs would probably be on any given decent sized firewall. And you can see how much that is. That's 15 ounces, so that's close to a pound. So, you know, that's something you can't ever make up anywhere. You can't just remove it from the car easily, you know. So
yeah, so definitely running a firewall the way we do and drilling, tapping the chassis is definitely lighter, about a pound lighter, which obviously makes a big difference. So that's why we do it the way we do it, and I think it looks cleaner than having the tabs.
It is more work, more time consuming, but you know, if you want stuff lightweight, that's what it takes.
Yeah.
So that's another pound on top of the steel firewall, which is pretty huge, you know, overall. So
yeah, quite a bit for sure.
Yeah. It's something that you can't ever get back, ever.
Right.
You know.
So that's the reason he does it that way, and it actually looks really good.
These are one of the tabs.
Yeah, that'd be one of the lightweight tabs. You could use, people use scallop strips. There's a bunch of different ways to do it. This is just the way we do it. Jesse does all the firewalls and most of the sheet metal and everything else. Looks really good this way, and we'll show you here in a minute. He just got this last piece put in and drilled and clecoed. He's gonna lay out a bead roll for us and do a bead roll here in a minute also.
This has like a reverse roll to it, so it inlays kind of into the pipe. As you can see, like there's a hump where the pipe is, so it gives it more surface area for you to get a more inline shot to drill and tap the tubing there. So it's a little bit tougher to do it because the sheet metal has to be pretty precise as far as the sizing. It can't overlap too much or be too small, because then obviously you miss the tubing.
Yeah, it's got to be tapped good, obviously.
And these are these clecos. These are like an oddball, kind of a specialty cleco. These are 332. So this is just under a number 6 screw. So once we drill and tap it, like you can cleco everything and not have an oversized hole for the number 6 to work.
Right, so it works out good.
Yeah. And
so
we do sell these. We keep them all in stock. I'll show you guys a couple more different clecos that we do, or that we keep, that I use for some of the sheet metal work.
Yeah, we sell a bunch of this titanium also. A lot of people are using it now, obviously, for driver's floors and firewalls and all kinds of stuff like that. So
this is 028. This is the thinnest stuff that we have.
Yeah,
that we use. Yeah,
we stock 028, 050, 062, 090, 1/8 inch, quite a bit of different sizes for tabs and brackets and pretty much whatever else you can think of. But the main thing is firewall on the driver's floor out of the 028. It's a good amount of weight. You know, if you do both, you save about 10 pounds, which like I said, it doesn't seem like a lot, but in the grand scheme of things, it's quite a bit, especially if you do it when you're doing a new build. So I'll let Jesse get back to it. He's gonna lay one of these out for a bead roll, kind of show you that, show you how the bead roller works, and we'll show you how it comes out. What'd you do? Just right.
I just gotta put the spacer in.
Is it good? How close is it, Dan?
Real.
30 thousandths?
Millimeter.
Millimeter.
Yeah,
All right.
millimeter.
So it's acceptable.
Just
Mounting the latches and the handles and. Look, Eddie got a haircut too. This must be a thing around the shop now. Now that we got the video cameras going, Eddie's got a haircut, and I think he just went in there and put some shiny stuff on there. Eddie, what are you working on today?
Welding.
Oh, the titanium parts?
Yeah, finish everything that just in car.
Yeah, thankfully, huh? Finishing, he's welding up the tunnel, fuel cell mount, welding up pretty much all the titanium components so they're ready to go. Parachute mount, front end mount's already welded up. Getting pretty close to this thing leaving. Jesse's about the only one that bead rolls anything. I used to do some until he rigged up this pedal where nobody else can use it. You got to lay your foot sideways and kick it with your left heel and do all kinds of fancy stuff and cross your fingers and all kinds of weird stuff for it to work. So.
Corky, you want to bead roll this for me? You want to bead roll this?
Want me to do it?
Yeah. What am I doing?
You want to do it, Corky?
I think what we'll do is I'll lay one out. Have you ever bead rolled anything?
Mm-hmm.
Have you?
Yeah.
Have you really?
Yes. Believe it or not, I have.
Here's the final overall bead roll. There's the backside, kind of I don't know if it shows.
Looks way better with the B-roll.
Yeah, gives it a lot of strength too.
Like before Jesse's haircut and after Jesse's haircut.
And you see, we put this light on here. It's kind of something we rigged up. It's like a tooling light or whatever, but a big problem with bead rolling is when you see the stand that we made, it's really hard to bead roll. You need to be comfortable, you know, like where you're standing, because your knees get tired or because you're standing in the same spot trying to focus on the line. And another problem is it's really hard to see sometimes, so we put that little light on there so you can actually see your line and where it's actually bead rolling, and it helps out a lot. So if you guys are ever, I know some people out there do their own stuff, if you know, little things like that will help you a lot.
Before we put that light on there, we had these little lights we would wear on our head that pointed in there, which helps some, but that light definitely helps a lot more.
Yeah, it's pretty neat. So
definitely gotta be able to see what you're doing.
yeah, and raising this, I'm 6'1". I mean, even people that are shorter than me, you know, it's still hard because you're very uncomfortable. Even at this height, I would like to raise it up more, but you know, it does pretty good. So that's one of the pieces, and I only got what, 5 or 6 more to go.
Yeah, 10 minutes.
So yeah.
Do all of them?
Yeah, we should have it done. We'll have everything done by lunchtime, and that's in 3 minutes.
We'll put this back on the car and show you the difference, how much better it looks now that it's B-rolled compared to.
These are the Cleco pliers. I don't know, some people haven't seen Clecos, but it's just a tool to simulate a rivet or a screw or whatever. And if you see how they kind of extend out, they go in the hole and then they compress outwards, and that opens them up so they hold your piece in. So if you're building something, or you know, or working on something, you can take it on and off without having to drill a rivet out or take a bolt out or something like that. So they're really handy when you're doing any type of sheet metal work.
I really kind of like the design we were gonna do first, but Jesse wasn't for it.
Yeah,
the flames, that's a Swan Gang Productions.
Yeah, we were gonna
signature deal, but we decided not to do that.
We were gonna do. We had a kindergartner come in here and draw these flames.
Yeah.
And we were gonna do it, but
we decided not. to. Even though it's what Justin wanted, we didn't want to do it. So basically, that's it. That's how it goes. He's got about 6 more pieces to do. Once he's done with those 6 pieces, he'll drill and tap everything, and then it'll be ready for final assembly when it comes back from power. Also, guys, we had a ton of comments on our video from Monday about how many hours we have in a car like this. It's pretty awesome to see all the guesses, some from 100 hours, some 8,000 hours. So the guesses were definitely all over the place, and a lot of people were close, and quite a few people actually got it right. But Tom Grooms was the winner. He was the first one to guess. It takes us about 1,200 hours to do this. We can do a carbon body car in a few hundred hours less, or 100 hours less, 1,000 to 1,100 hours. But this car takes about 1,200 hours, being steel body in this configuration with a blower and the fuel cell the way it is and everything else, all titanium. So Tom Grooms is a winner, and appreciate everyone guessing. It's pretty cool to see all the guesses and what people think it takes us to do this stuff, and we'll definitely do some more here in the future. But thanks everyone for watching. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe.